Hey, let's get started. So good afternoon. How are you doing? It's good. Thank you. So today I'd like to take a look at the SQL, the comments. How can we write the comment to get the result from the database system? So usually today you will have a hands-on the practice. Okay. So maybe just to launch the MySQL, the workbench. So the Macon campus also, please open the MySQL, the workbench, like that. Okay. So last week we just learned how to create a database and then table, right? A little the hands-on the practice we have. Okay, so for your recall your memory, so we'll start from the beginning again. So the DBMS is a database management system. So inside the DBMS, we are able to create multiple database. So database for MGA, data for student, for facility and faculty, and so on and so on. So for example, we are able to create a DB. And inside the DB, and also several multiple the table, in other words, the relation, we are able to create table, something like this. So this is a table or a relation, and group of the tables are called the DB, and then group of the DBs are managed by the DBMS software, right? So first of all, we are able to create test DB like that. So the command is create and database and the name you want to create, test DB or Nicole DB or Tiffany DB, whatever you want. So after typing this one, click to execute to run this button. Then when you take a look at the green mark here, means it's working well, no error. But something is wrong, you can see the red, the circle, okay? So when you execute or run the command, it is good, you can see the green circle. If not, the red, okay? And then refresh schemas, you can see the test, the DB here, okay? I'm trying to find how to increase the font this size, but I don't. But only I can increase the font in the editor part. So please understand. And then TestDB is created, and after that, we have to let DBMS know I'd like to use this DB. So command use TestDB. And then I'm using that DB. Okay. After that, currently we create TestDB, but there's no table. So we have to create a table, just one table. So please type create table. The table name is test table. And then there are 1, 2, 3, the columns, ID, name, and telephone. And then we have to specify the data type, what kind of data will be stored. So for ID, integer data type we will use. And the name, it should be the string. So we will use the character, but in this case, the variable character, size of 100 bytes. And then telephone number, also the character, size of 100 bytes. And then in order to create a table, we have to specify, you must specify the primary key. So primary key of ID. That means ID, this column is a primary key of this table, test table. And then when you run, we created the test table. So refresh, then open the table, you can see test table here. Okay. So columns, ID, name, telephone. Okay. Or if you use describe the command disk test table, you can check the schemas. So ID, integer, primary key, name, data type is character, telephone character, like this. Okay, and we create table, maybe ID, telephone, and what a name, telephone, like that. But there's no record, no data. So next we have to insert data using insert command. Insert into where test table we just created, and then what kind of the values we are going to add. So values, ID 100, name is Bob, phone number. The second record, ID 200, name is Alice, and phone number. ID 300, Charlie, and the phone number. Okay. After that, execute all of them to okay, and then so we add 3 records, maybe Bob, Alice, and Charlie, 100, 200, and 300, like that. So just type this command, select all from test table to see what kind of data are inserted into this table. So when you run, you may have this kind of the data. You need time. Or if you go to, let me see, chapter 7, I didn't post. table. Maybe this one. Seven. So go to the module 7 D12. Then you can download test table, the SQL file. Okay, so you don't have to type all of them. For Macon campus, I sent this file. Okay, so you can download test table, the SQL file, and then open it from the workbench. So if you have any problem, let me know. Mhm. Yeah, but so you have to complete all the other parts. So for example, maybe this is opening parentheses, but you have to maybe yeah, you have to add to what kind of the columns ID into and name and telephone. So you have to complete all of them. So because the error is there's empty, the content not completed yet. Did you open your workbench? Yeah, click. Nothing. Maybe. How can we? It is. See. You close this workbench and then force. No, force. Okay. And again. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. So did you insert it 3 data, 3 records, and then did you print out the output by this comment? If you have those kind of outputs, until now, so far so good. Good. Then the next is we created database table and then insert data. And the next one is a delete data and then delete table and delete the database. So go back to workbench. To, okay, so take a look at this comment. Delete. I'd like to delete one record from test table, the table name you created, and then where after that add some condition, which means I'd like to delete the records. The ID is 100. Okay, so after typing the statement, execute. After that, rerun, select all from test table. So you may have 2 records, 200, 300. 100 is deleted by the statement. Good. Okay. Mhm. And there's another command, truncate. So truncate test table. Typing it. After that, run, and then check the data again. But it's empty. So truncate means delete all data from a table. And next one, which means delete all the data by truncate command. But the schema is still existed. But I'd like to the table itself. In that case, use the drop command. Drop table name. Okay, so when you run, then check refresh, then test DB table. It's nothing. Test table is removed from the DB. Then, so next one, I'd like to delete DB itself. In this case, drop database. This is a test DB, the database. So, and refresh test DB. The DB itself is deleted. Okay, so this is a way how to create database, create table, insert data records. After that, we are able to delete line, one row, or if we want to delete all data in a table, we can use a truncate. If we want to delete the table itself, use a drop table, or if we want to delete database itself, use drop database. Okay, this is one cycle. Create from the create to the delete. Make sense? It's good? Okay. And then, so this is, there are lots of the data type can be used in defining the schema, the table. So one thing I'd like to mention, maybe the more the data type will be, we have a time for the data types, but in this example, we use the variable character. So you know that the integer data type, right? So skip this part, but variable character and then just character. Just a simple. So character type, the size of character is fixed. If we use character of 4 means I'd like to allocate 4 bytes to store specific string or letters. But if you use a variable character, that means the length can be variable. Okay, depends on it's a long or short. So if you use character 4, the fixed 4 bytes are located for this, the storage. But if you use a variable character, it can be change it, variable. But if you use a variable character, the one of the cons is like that it's the redundant, 1 byte redundant is added. So for example, this is an empty string, but still 1 byte is used for overhead. And there are 2 characters, but 1 byte overhead is added, so 3 bytes are used. Okay, And this is the difference between the fixed size character and then variable character. Okay, so depending on the requirement, maybe name. So name is variable. The length of name is variable, maybe 10 or 30, something like that. So to store, to save, or to reduce the storage size, you can use the variable, the character. If not, you can use character, the fixed size. It depends on the situation requirement. Okay. And then so delete, truncate, and then drop. So delete is just removed one record. Truncates, delete all data, all row. Okay. And then drop is delete itself, table itself. Okay. And then, so the select, the command is very, very popular to search specific data. So this is a general syntax. The select and then column names, for example, ID, name, or what else? Telephone number, okay? From where? Table name. And then, so where is optional, but usually where after where we add the condition. If this condition is satisfying, do something. Retrieve the data from this table. So he provides some condition using where clause. Okay. Then insert into table the values. Okay, we just mentioned that. So, okay, select all. All means all columns, all ID, name, telephone number from test table, but there's no where clause. So any questions so far? Okay. So Mac on campus, do you have any questions? It's good. The next is a hands-on practice. So I would like to create the general hardware, the company database. So how many table we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So this is a salesperson, and then customer employee, product, sales, and then office. So, but in order to create the table, it takes time. So I have the file. So go to the module 7 and see the general hardware, the SQL file. So download this general hardware file. Okay. And then open the file from the workbench. Okay. So did you open the file? Okay. So and then, so in your case, you never create a general hardware database, but for me, I already created here, but we can just create the database general hardware by running this statement. But in my case, I already have the general hardware, so it displays the error. Okay. Create a general hardware, and then what's the next? We have to specify, I'd like to use that database. How? Use general hardware, like that. That means I'd like to use this database. Or can double click this one. And the font is change it to bold. That means this is a working folder that I'm trying to use. After that, we create table, salesperson, customer employee, product, sales, office, the 6 table. So in the end of each comment, the click to create table, all of them. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay. After that, insert the data by clicking, by running all statements, all of them. Okay. Maybe you can just try it. Just make a block and then execute. And let me know when you're done. So tables are successfully created. You can check by this, the select comment. So select all data from salesperson. It's good. And the customer table. It's good. Customer employee. It's good. Product. It's good. Sales. Okay. And office. It's good. So if 6 tables use the output, it's good. You created database, general hardware, and then created 6 individual tables, and then you inserted a couple of the data into each table. Okay. Let me know if you have any problem. It's good. Oh. Insert. Okay. Let me table. You didn't do that. This one. You create a table first, and then running 5, then 6, 5, and 6. After that, run. So on all of them. Mhm. Okay. Fine. Well, well, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So one more. So, oops, how many? 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. Now, the first page, the second page. Okay. Then, okay. Create the database, and then you have to run this one second. No. Yeah, this one. So click the run. No, the next one. Yeah. So that and the create by clicking. So to place the end of the statement here. Yeah. So what is the table? Already exist. You already created, right? Okay. You did? Maybe, yeah, you already created. Just make sure. So that running. Insert. Duplicate entry. Let's see. So yeah, you already created all of them. Yeah, it's good. So just double, yeah, just running and then check the table is good. So, where is it? Okay. So I passed the hands-on practice 2 pages. Okay. And then for Macon, I'd like to share question document. Okay. So Macon campus, please download the Word document, and this is the questions for the SQL. Okay. And download and open it. And we'd like to have the multiple hands-on practice. So think about that. This is a question. So find the commission percentage and year of hire of a salesperson number. So that is, this is a salesperson table. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the columns. So you already created this table into general hardware. So please write a SQL statement to get the output, find the commission percentage, year over hire of sales number 186. And this is just the first one. This is the example like that. Select, add, commission percentage is what? Is column. And then year of hire, this column. From where? This is a salesperson table. So from salesperson. And then there is a one condition. Salesperson number is 186. So in order to add this condition, we have to use where. Then salesperson is 186. Okay. So after that, we're gonna have 15 to 1001. Okay. select columns from table where condition. It's good. Let me know if you have problem not working. So good. No, no answer. Okay. So take your time. Okay. So no. So in this case, you can create. Okay. I didn't. Maybe you can create another. What is that? Create SQL tab. Okay. So you can type that comment to this file. So this file is just create a database and the table and then insert data. And in other file, you can type the statement to get the output. Mhm. Comment, in that case, select, so move there and then control, let's see, control slash, I think, control slash, try. Yeah, control, oh, no, sorry. Okay. See. So place the cursor in front. So front before select, and then control slash this one. No. See control not working. Control function. Oh, it's bad. It's a different my. Why? It doesn't work. Script. No. Control function. Maybe add. So your configuration, your computer is not same as my one. That's why. But for my laptop, I just press Control plus the slash. In that case, it'll be toggled. Okay. Any problem? No. Okay. And the second question is to find the entire records for salesperson 186. So in that case, if you want to get all columns, so which the symbol you can use asterisk, or in other words, we can type all column name like that. Okay. And so in this, okay, so in this file, we create the database and then table and then insert the data, right? And for this test, the hands-on exercise, you can create a new SQL file, open, create a new empty. After that, you can type the statement, okay, and then run like this. not mixed. Okay. So for this, select all from salesperson table, and then condition is salesperson number is 186. So we're gonna have this kind of the data, the output. Make sense? Okay. Next one. So print salesperson numbers and salesperson names of those salesperson who have a commission percentage of 10. Oh, so try to make a statement to get the output. This is number 3 in your handout. So statement like this, select, I'd like to see numbers and then names, salesperson number and name from this table. The condition is what? Commission percentage is 10. Good? Working good? Okay. How about this one? The list the salesperson number and salesperson name of all of the salesperson. It's too fast? No? Let me know. It's a fast or slow. Hello. Are you following me? Are you following this one? Cool. Good. Christina? Good. Okay. So select number, name from salesperson. This is easy, right? Next one. Retrieve all of the salesperson. It's more simple. Select all from salesperson. We're gonna have those kind of the output result like that. Okay. Next, so comparison. Sometimes in the where clause, we are able to add some more detailed conditions. And would like to add 2 conditions or 3, 4, and so on and so on. In that case, we are able to use the logical operator and the comparison operator and so on and so on. So you know what? is greater than or equal to less than and so on, right? So this kind of the operator can be used where closed. Okay. First example, list salesperson number, name, and commission percentage of the salesperson, and more detail the condition. Commission percentage is less than 12. Okay. So the statements looks like select salesperson number, salesperson name, commission percentage from salesperson where commission percentage is less than 12. So it looks like this. Okay. To name percentage table condition. Use comparison operator. Okay. And then try number 7 in your handout. There is the customer numbers, headquarter cities of the customer, which have a customer number of at least 1,700. Okay, try this one. Try to make a statement. Did you get the output? Not yet? Good. Okay, so statement like this. Select customer number, headquarter city from customer table, and then condition is customer number is greater than or equal to 1,700, right? So you're gonna have this kind of the output. Okay. The next, and also we are able to use and or operator. It's a logical operator. Also not. So next, customer numbers, customer names, headquarters cities of the customer that are headquartered in New York and customer number is higher than 1,500. There are two conditions. First condition is headquarters city is New York and customer number is higher than 1,500. Okay. Right. So it's gonna be like that. Number, name, headquarters city from customer table, and then we add two conditions. Headquarters city is New York. Customer number is greater than 1500. They should be combined with AND operator. So the output like this. Okay, just search the scan and then only comes out this condition satisfied. So we're gonna have this output. Okay, and next, in this case, OR operator. So the same, the question with the question 8, but only operator is changes from AND to OR. Okay, in that case, you can just change it and operator by OR. So you know the purpose of the OR operator. So A or B means if either of the two is true, the output is true. So in the result, headquarter city is New York, print out. And also customer number is greater than 1500, print out. So New York, okay, from the first condition. And then customer number is greater than 1500, 2 rows print out. Okay, two conditions are combined by OR operator. Make sense? No? Yes? Good? Okay. So I have a question. If AND operator and OR operators are at the same time in a condition, what happens? For example, where condition A and condition B or condition C. If you write a statement like this, how? So there's some ways. Try to calculate A and B first. After that, apply OR to C. This is the first one. The second one is first B or C. The OR operator apply B and C, and then applied AND operator with A. There are two cases. So which one? First mean A and B, and then apply the OR. Okay. How about fallback? But in the, how about this one? OR and A or B, and apply AND, or B and C and applied OR. A or B, after that, and. Okay, so those kind of confusing situation. So AND operator is higher priority. That means if we have those kind of mixed statement, AND operator first applied. After that, maybe it is called B. Then after that, OR operator apply A and B. Okay. So this example, question number 10. list customer number, names, headquarters city. So headquarters in New York, or two conditions of having customer number higher than 1,500 and being headquartered in Atlanta. So there is or and then and operator. So in this case, and operator is the higher priority. That's why that case, this condition first applied. After that, the result from this condition is combined with New York or this result and operate the higher priority. That's why we have this result. Make sense? Okay. But sometimes you wanna apply or operator first, like this. Okay. In that case, you have to system. This is you have to use processes in the where clause. So the process is higher priority than and or operator. So in that case, calculate this condition and then get some result, and these results and that the second conditions are combined and operator. Okay, so it's a higher priority after that and or in this order. Make sense? So if you have multiple conditions, it makes you crazy which one is first. So you can use the parentheses. Okay. Then, so next, to find the customer record for customer whose customer numbers are between 1,000 and 1,700 inclusive. Try to make a statement to get the result. You're able to use what? Comparison operator. Like that, right? Or there's another operator between. You know that customer is greater than 1,000 and customer number is less than or equal to 1,700. But if we use between comments, between 1,000 and 1,700, we can have the same result. Okay, so if we want to get the output between the values, can use the between the comment. Okay. About this one, find the customer records for those customers headquartered Atlanta, Chicago, or Washington. This is 13. So in the where clause, we are able to write headquarter city is equal to Atlanta, or headquarter city is equal to Chicago, or HQ city is equal to Washington. Like that. Atlanta or Chicago or Washington. Another way, can use in operator and then parentheses, input the cities, Atlanta, Chicago, Washington. Okay, this is an in operator. Make sense? So make where is it? So is it good? So Macon campus is it good? So no answer. And this one is okay. And the other one, another operator is a like operator. So like operator is used to search for a specified pattern in a column. Okay. So like operator or not like operator, so can be combined with the wildcard, the symbol. So underscore or the percentage. Okay. So underscore means the single unspecified character in specific position, just one character. But the percentage is character means any sequence of contiguous and unspecified characters, including space. So what does that mean? I'd like to find the customer record for customer whose names begin with the letter uppercase A. Customer name uppercase begin with uppercase A is here, here. One, two, yeah, just two. So in order to print customer names begins with letter A. In that case, can write a statement like this. Select all data, all column from table, customer name, like, then uppercase A and percentage. A and percentage. So what is that? The first letter should be A, uppercase A. And so the percentage character means any sequence of contiguous unspecified characters. So A, whatever the others. Only these, the first character must be the uppercase A. A, A, B, C, or A, whatever. Okay, so if you run, we're gonna have two outputs, ABC Home Stores, Acme Hardware Store. A, uppercase A, and uppercase A. Okay, so you can change using like command to search some pattern from the string. And another case, find customer record for customer name have the letter lowercase a as a second letter of their names. For example, the second letter must be lowercase a here and here. Main Street Hardware, Jane Stores, A is a 2. Just try to get 2 outputs. How we are able to make a statement using wildcard. Like, this is underscore, only a single character, whatever. And the second must be lowercase a. How about the others? This is a what? Any sequence of contiguous. So whatever the first letter A and the others, doesn't matter, any characters. Okay, so we are able to use this, the condition. Okay, so you can change to filter out from the record. Okay, and then, so, okay, next. So I'd like to get the record, the city served as headquarters cities for general hardware customers. Which cities serve as headquarters cities for general hardware customer? How we are able to make a statement? Select city name from table name. Simply like this. Select headquarters city from customer, right? But take a look at this output. Headquarters city, New York, Chicago, LA, Atlanta, Washington, New York, New York. How it looks like this output? Are you satisfied? This output? Yeah, looks like good, but I just want to the city names once. I don't need the multiple times redundant. For example, LA 2 times, New York 3 times, and 4 times. Okay, so we have to delete the duplicate. In that case, you can use the distinct headquarters city. So if you use a distinct operator, the redundants are removed from the results. So more clear output we can get. New York, Chicago, LA, Atlanta, Washington. No redundant. Thanks. And then the next one is order by. So sometimes if we want to sort the result, the output, you can use the order by the operator. Okay, find the customer's number, name, headquarters city, customer numbers greater than 1,000, but reads the result in alphabetical order by headquarters cities. Select customer number, name, HQ city from table, customer table, where customer number is greater than 1,000. And then we add one more option, order by headquarters city. Means from this statement, we can get some results and then apply the sorting by order by what? Headquarters city. So we're gonna have Atlanta, LA, New York, and Washington. This is sorted by alphabetical. Okay, so this is the order by. Basically, the default order for order by is ascending. Okay, but if you want to descending, you can use the disk option. Okay, and then so next one is the functions. Simply we are able to use the function. So aggregate function, count, and the sum, average, minimum, maximum, we are able to use. Okay, take a look at the simple example. So find the average number of units of the different product salesperson 137 has sold. In this case, we are able to write using average the function. Select, I want to get average number of unit, average of, so number of units are stored the quantity. So average of quantity from table, salesperson 137. Okay, so 137 is there. So add 473, 170, 688, and then get the average by using this average function. Okay, and also sum, find the total number of all product salesperson 137 has sold. Total number of product means add all three quantities. In this case, we are able to use sum function, sum quantity. So add three quantity related to the 137. Make sense? Okay. Next, the last number of unit of product number 21765. 21765. Here, here, here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And try to find the largest number of unit. So this one, this one, this one. Which is the largest number of units? The last one, right? So in that case, you can use the max, the function, max of quantity. Product number 21765. Okay, so we're gonna have 3,110. Similarly, you can use minimum of quantity. Maybe 1765 here, here. So this one we can get aggregation function. Okay. Count. Okay, the last one, count, says from number 21765. 1, 2, and 3. Can use count the function. Okay. Okay. The other two more questions, that we have to take a look at the group by and then the having operator. So about this, we'll continue next week. Okay, so that's all that I have today. Okay, so any questions? It's easy, right? What do you think? Kind of. Okay, sometimes. So operator that I introduced today is kind of the basic, the very popular ones, the simple ones. So maybe, but the problem is that uh, if you use the join command or what else? Yeah, usually the subquery join combined with those kind of operator a little bit confusing. But anyway, so this is a basic the operator, the widely spread and then very, very popular, frequently used. Okay. So if you don't have any more question, thank you and have a great evening and then see you next week. Okay. They left. Thank you, Macon. They left. Recording.